saw him go down. So it was a good hit. You guys ready to go get something to eat?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's eat!
Did you get some mail today?
I did. I haven't opened it. And I think I know what it is. It's what I think it is.
Yeah?
And it is permit number 1 for Desert Bighorn sheep. There's the sheep mountains.
You guys spot anything?
It's too far away. You need to get closer.
Okay. Wild burro up there, about a half a mile away. Man, you see their tracks everywhere around here.
There's some petroglyphs right here. Pretty neat. It's always cool to look at the different ones and try to figure out what you think that they were drawn about.
Yeah. Well, apparently this road has a little bit of everything. We saw wild burros. Now we're seeing ancient artifacts.
Do you see any sheep on there?
Like, what do you think these are?
Oh, are there more in here?
Like crops.
Yeah, that does kind of look like a crop.
Like a corn plant.
Mm-hmm.
There's Las Vegas over there, about 40 or 50 miles. No sheep though. Do you see any rams?
The middle one, there's 3 that are broadside that are kind of stair step. If he's looking at us.
He's between 2 and 3 miles.
What'd you think of that? The first sheep we saw in your unit?
It was really awesome. It was just kind of surprising because we hadn't seen anything yet, and so you start to get a little bit hopeless. And then when you spotted that group and you about pooped your pants, you were so excited. I thought, oh, he just saw some more burros, but sure enough, it was a big group of sheep. There was one ram that is not huge, but he's nice. And actually, there could have been a second ram that was just a little bit smaller. But very exciting. We're definitely marking this spot.
What'd you think, Fern?
Yeah, it was awesome. It's really cool to see them.
Now you know they're out there, huh?
Yeah.
It's about the only thing that can live in this environment. It's so dry.
Yeah. Yeah, it's awesome.
Check out all these sheep tracks. And some of them look like they could be maybe a decent sized ram. But yeah, there's a bunch of sheep tracks here. And this is one of the ways they're coming down to the water. But super neat. Definitely a ravine worth watching. There's some stripers over there. And they got these minnows all pulled up over here in the shallows. But that's pretty cool. That is awesome.
Lucky find. You
So
can't keep them, so we're gonna leave where we found it, but it's always good to see this. It means you're in the right area.
Did you find something?
Yeah, check it out. We must be in the right area. This is actually a really nice ram.
Hold that up.
It's so neat how it kind of decays. It's splintered and it's beautiful. I mean, I'd be very, very happy to find a ram like this. You found another one?
Fernie found the second one?
Oh.
So it was one that died and that's so old the skull had withered away, huh?
Yeah, he's fantastic.
Can you wear him? Maybe you'll call one in. Found a ram. There he is. That is neat.
There's some wild burros right in the way of the road. We're gonna launch the boat, and it looks like they don't have a care in the world. They're just gonna cross right in front of us. There's a little guy. Hi guys.
Cindy found a new buddy.
If only the Bighorn sheep. Come here. If only the Bighorn sheep were this friendly, right?
Yeah, that's cool. All right, we got our little boat and we're looking for sheep. Wish it was sheep. Cindy found this leg, and at first we thought it was a sheep leg, but it's a little burro. And poor little guy, he probably got eaten by a mountain lion. But kind of interesting anyways.
Check this out. This is the cove that we chose to sleep in. And there's little bushes growing inside of these holes. It's so neat to look at. And they're protected from the wind most of the time. I don't know how they're getting any water. Oh gosh.
There's a bald eagle's nest up there in the cliffs. That's really cool. Alright, so we made it. We're getting ready to go hunting, but look how lucky we are. We got our buddy Ned here brought this boat, and it's awesome. It'll seat 5 people and go really fast for us. And then my dad brought this trailer, so we had a nice place to, or have a nice place to sleep. So we're gonna have a comfortable camp while we're hunting. Should be a really good trip. So I wanted to show you something cool. About 10 years ago, I had problems with plantar fasciitis, where my arch of my foot would hurt. But I got these Walk Fit shoe inserts, and man, they are the best thing ever. Like, we're probably gonna put 100 miles on between scouting and the hunt itself on this Bighorn hunt. And my feet, they'd never give me any problem when I got these Walk Fits in there. I love them. And they last about 10 years. Like, they're just super durable. Great product. Yeah, pick your head in there. How many are there, John?
I see 5.
Cindy's the one that spotted him here, so she gets to pick the card game tonight.
Horns, though. Not at all.
Okay, we snuck up over the ridge to get a better look. And now we're just waiting to see if a nice ram appears. We're about 200 yards away. Well, we spotted our first group. It looks like just a group of ewes, but good way to start the day anyways. What'd you think when you saw that first sheep?
I was excited. I actually think I saw something different than Ned saw, so I think Ned's actually the one that spotted the first sheep.
Well, he can't hear us, so don't tell him. All right, we're definitely in sheep country if you look around. Yeah, it seems like the hardest thing is you get on these knolls like we're on, and there's 10 square miles of country you could glass, and so it's just deciding how long do you glass in one area. You know, I'm sure there's multiple groups of sheep within eyesight of us right now, and ironically enough, we did spot a group over here, but they're like a mile and a half away, so there's not a way to get footage. But yeah, it's just undaunting, the amount of country that you got to look at. But super cool. You feel like you're on top of the world.
Yeah. Let's get started because there's a lot of area to cover.
Tell me what you think.
I
I saw him go down.
was freaking out because I was trying to get eyes on him. I was trying to get eyes on the one, and then I saw he had greatly shifted his positioning, and I thought, oh my gosh, he moved already. I didn't get a good look at him. And then I saw that it was a different one, and he was bigger.
The one you shot's awesome. Yeah.
And he came down. I saw him go down. So it was a good hit.
Let's go over there, okay? Let's go over there.
When I saw him turn his head, I saw that he was almost full curl. And he started running. I thought, oh no, you might have missed your chance. But sure enough, he just ran up a little bit. And he looked right at me again. And the decision was made. I was going to shoot.
He seemed to have good mass too for this unit, you know?
Yeah.
All right, let's go look. Let's see this bad boy. A lot of work went into this guy.
Oh my gosh, he's so beautiful.
Oh, he's great, dude.
I love him.
He is awesome.
All right, well, after a couple different times of scouting and then 2 days into the hunt, we finally saw the biggest ram that we had seen the entire time. Me and Aaron hiked up, I would say, 1.5 miles to the top of this hill. And I kid you not, the ram that I was eyeing the whole time was not this ram, because this ram was actually a little bit lower down. And I was on the fence on that other ram because this unit is not known for monster rams. But when he stood up and then he kind of turned his head, I knew, like, that's the ram. I got a great clean shot. It's going to be a heck of a hike out of here, but he's going to land in a place that's safe and we can manage it. So I am ecstatic. I can't even believe it. I feel this huge sense of satisfaction, but also like sadness because it's over and I don't want it to be over. Oh, but it's all good.
Well, it's super cool. We'll get him, you know, skinned out and gutted, but we got to pack him down this mountain. Let me show him the mountain. We're going way down there below the white line to the water level. And so it's a long ways down. All right, guys, we made it back. Whoa, there he is. What was that, about 1,100 feet elevation off that mountain?
It's a long ways.
And this guy, you said you caught a fish while we were gone, or almost.
Yeah, I caught one or two bites.
What about you? Are you happy?
The only thing I did was pilot the boat.
Yeah, but you got us right there.
He took a nap.
Did he really?
I did take a nap this afternoon while you guys were up there cutting up that sheep and butchering it out.
Oh man, I'm exhausted.
I'm very tired. Can I show what happened to your guys' pants?
Yeah.
Turn around, both of you. Apparently, the Bighorn sheep was a blowout for 2 others too. All right, so Aaron spotted the group that we ended up hiking up and trying to get a better shot at, or not shot, but a better look at them. So we went up to that first little. And my other thought was, Cindy, this is a really nice ram in an area that's safe. It's during a time of day that you could actually haul it out, and it's the biggest ram you've seen, considering all the days you've scouted. It seemed like the smart decision. It was successful because I didn't want to shoot and wonder.
I'm happy because we get to have Bighorn chops tonight.
I know, I am too. am too. But it also is surreal. It feels kind of like when you get married, you put so much work into setting up this wedding, and then when you get married, all of a sudden it's over. And so you actually go through a small
Never had anything
depression.
compared to that before.
I didn't put the date killed on there yet, but it was yesterday afternoon, or actually yesterday morning. So what all do you guys check?
So we're going to collect a whole bunch of data today, and we're going to collect information about you, and then everything else is about the sheep and the hunt.
Okay. Okay.
I think you said to put it on the nose, didn't you?
There's no need.
Oh, sorry.
You're good.
Yeah, I think that might be good because that one young thing really out.
It's amazing. Just those that were down the wire, they all came back down again. Yeah, heavy rain.
I'm sure a mountain lion are awesome.
So we got 7 years old and 141 and a quarter.
Oh, yeah, that's
For that
awesome.
unit, that's nice.
That's good. Yes.
There it is. There's the successful hunter. Yeah, super awesome. Okay, so we're back home. We got our Bighorn leg roast here, and we're going to make some fajitas. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take our Bighorn roast and we're going to cut it into slivers about the size of our pinky finger. And we're going to try to go cross grain so that it's a little more tender. And then we got 1 red bell pepper, 1 green bell pepper, and a medium-sized onion. And those are going to be cut into about the same size strips. And then we just got our soft flour tortillas, and we're going to cheat. We're going to use a fajita seasoning packet because I actually think they taste really good. They make a good fajita. And so that's about it to get started. We'll just chop everything into, again, strips about the size of your pinky finger. Okay, so we got all of our bell peppers and onions chopped up. We're going to cook those in one pan here. We just got a little canola oil in the bottom. And we're going to go ahead and cover them, and we'll just stir them every couple minutes. Probably end up cooking them about 10 minutes or so. And then in this pan, we're going to cook our meat. And the reason we're doing it separate is so we can cook the meat a little longer if we need to. But same thing, just a little canola oil. And I'm going to go ahead and stir that meat around so that some of that oil gets on all sides of the meat there. I'm just going to lightly season the meat with a little seasoning salt, garlic powder, and pepper. But just kind of lighter in because remember we have that seasoning packet we're going to add to it later on. And same thing, we'll cover it and we'll stir it occasionally. This will probably go about 12 minutes or so. But then when it's all done, we'll combine it all into one pot and add the seasoning mix. Okay, so the vegetables are done and our meat's done, so now we're going to combine them together in the big pan here. And we're just going to give it a little stir. Turn this down to kind of a low medium heat. We're going to go ahead and pour our seasoning packet on. And then we're going to add just a little bit of water. And give it another stir. And then we're just going to let all those flavors kind of simmer together until we get the consistency we want as far as the water. So I need to boil off a little bit of this water, but it won't take long. Let's see! All right, everybody's got their plate together. Fern, the last time you had Bighorn sheep, you would have been 4 years old. So you probably don't remember it.
Yeah, it's really good. It's pretty tender, and yeah, it's got good flavor.
Yeah, and this was just a leg roast, and that's how tender it is. Imagine a backstrap.
All right. This looks awesome, hon. Yeah, it is fantastic. It's got the grilled, slightly charred bell pepper mixed with the meat. And the meat's awesome. It's very tender.
Does it taste like 6 months of hard work?
It tastes better than that. It's really, really good.
Awesome. Yeah, and you know what's cool about fajitas? They're red and green, so it's kind of like Christmas colors. The thing that was surprising me about sheep, the first time I ever had it, which was 12 years ago, Bighorn sheep, it doesn't taste like sheep you would buy from the grocery store. It tastes like a very fine meat, like a fine beef to me, is the way I would describe it.
I would agree. It's more like a whitetail or an antelope, like a more tender beef, not even like deer or elk.
Yeah, I love it. It's a shame they're not more numerous because the meat quality is just fantastic.
Or their bodies were the size of an elephant.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks for watching Hunt Gather with the Chatters.
We'll see you next time when we go get something to eat.
And please subscribe. It's free.